Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're diving straight into something really practical. The 30-90-day value blueprint. Think of it as a roadmap. It's about becoming genuinely valuable by, well, actually solving real problems for people. It's a fantastic way to get informed on building influence that lasts.
Right. And let's be clear right up front about who this is for. This
hmm
is geared towards purpose-driven individuals. There's a strong warning in the material we looked at. If your main goal is just making money, any value you create probably won't last long. Focus on purpose, the idea goes, and the income tends to follow.
Okay, so let's unpack this blueprint. Phase one is what they call the foundation, basically the first couple of weeks, days 1 to 15. And step one, the first 5 days, it sounds simple, but it's actually quite deep. You need to list at least 5 things you've personally done, things you've overcome, or maybe helped someone else through.
Yeah, and the insight there is powerful. Your past struggles, your passions, these can literally be the solution someone else is desperately looking for right now.
Exactly. That personal inventory then flows right into step two, which is days 6 to 10. Define your audience. Who exactly can benefit from the results you just identified? Think age group, maybe career, lifestyle. Getting specific.
And there's a core principle here. If you try to help everyone, you'll probably end up helping no one. That specificity is like your secret weapon.
Totally agree. And that foundation wraps up with step three, days 11 to 15. This is value and pricing. So you look at competitors, sure, but the key difference here, the real mind shift, is pricing based on the transformation you offer, not just the hours you put in. That's huge, isn't it?
It really is. Changes everything about how you scale. And there's an important ethical point tied to this. The guide basically says if you skip steps 1 and 2, if you don't really know your results or who they're for you, risk, well, being a bit of a con artist.
Oof, yeah. That's putting it strongly, but makes sense. You need that solid base.
Yeah.
Okay, so that takes us into phase two, product and distribution. This is days 16 through 45.
Right. Step 4 is product creation, days 16 to 30. How do you actually package your solution? The sources give a good list. Could be an ebook, a digital guide, maybe a mini course or a bigger training program, or even things like templates, toolkits, maybe live workshops. Lots of options.
See, you build the thing. Then step 5, days 30 to 45, is choose platforms. Where do you share it? The key action here is focus. Pick just 1 or maybe 2 platforms.
Yeah.
Critically, places where your audience already hangs out.
Exactly. You don't need to be everywhere. Just be consistent where it counts. Posting content that, educates, maybe inspires, and shows what your product actually achieves for people.
Makes sense. Be where they are and be helpful. Okay, phase 3, scaling and sustainability, days 46 to 90. Step 6, days 46 to 60, is about multiplying impact. 3 key ideas here. First, automation. Using tools like autoresponders or chatbots so your message is out there 24/7.
Then delegation. This means getting help, maybe hiring a VA, a virtual assistant for the admin stuff that bogs you down.
Right, free up your time. And the third one is documentation, turning your own process into something you can reuse, maybe more content or training for others.
And finally, step 7, days 61 to 90. This is absolutely critical for the long haul. Financial literacy. Often overlooked, right? But the guide is firm. You have to create a budget. You need to separate personal and business finances, and this is crucial. Save 20–30% of your income. For taxes, yes, but also for reinvestment.
Yeah, it's not just saving, it's learning to invest that money wisely. Back into your skills, into better systems, into marketing. Oh, and setting up legal protection too, like an LLC, as things grow. Basic but necessary.
So if we pull back and look at the whole 90 days, the big message isn't about being the smartest or, the most naturally talented. It really seems to boil down to being clear about what you offer, consistent in your efforts, and truly committed to the process.
Clarity, consistency, commitment. So, thinking about you listening, what does this all boil down to? We found this quote in the material that really resonated. The most valuable people in the world are those who solve the biggest problems for others, ethically, creatively, and consistently.
Which leaves us with a pretty potent question for you to think about, doesn't it? Given your unique experiences, the stuff you identified back in step 1, which significant problem out there are you best positioned to solve right now? Figure that out, and maybe that's the start of your own 90 days.